The Detroit Pistons getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. The opening tip to the Pistons, and we're underway at Little Caesars Arena. That's the start they were looking for, just as the fans were getting seated.
And I love that aggression. Stylistically, you have to come out and dictate the tempo of the ball game. Don't ease your way into it. Keep your foot on the gas.
Kuzma. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Anthony Davis lets it go.
Garbage.
Not that time. Rose into the front court. Leads 5. Derrick Rose slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
And the slam.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Rose, defended by Cousins. And strokes it.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Rose into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To Griffin. Derrick Rose. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Off the assist.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Derrick Rose in a matchup with Boogie. Goes to the right side. Griffin to Luke Kennard. Rose. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Good look.
Davis. Collected by Drummond. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Rose into the front court. His team up by 7. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Great feed, sets it up, and he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Rose to Drummond.
I want to Mario. Dad, I want to Mario.
Around the perimeter.
You say you want a Mario?
No, I want to.
All right, then don't play it, man.
To Rose.
Because I don't know Mario. I want to play this.
Just off the mark. To Kyle Kuzma. Rose gets it in the left corner. Deep 2 there, won't go. To Danny Green. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Rose. You've got to get that one to go. Trying to cash in.
Get the fuck out.
Won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
DeMarcus Cousins. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
DeMarcus Cousins with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
His first effort off the mark. To Rose. 4-3. Rebound Cousins. For three. Not that time. He misses. And look out.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
LBJ with it. And scores. Strong take.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Rose, deep right corner, fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
LeBron into the front court. 5-point game.
This thing garbage.
And Cousins is fouled. Boogie going to the line. He's going to shoot two.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
Nope, first one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Deep three at the buzzer. We played one at Little Caesars Arena with the Pistons on top. Jay and I back with more after Jay 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Someone's not going to be happy about that. You have to be careful on the inbounds. It's James controlling the offense. Andre Drummond sends it away. Out of bounds, last touch by the Pistons. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
To Reggie Jackson. Lets it fly from long range. And Reggie Jackson knocks down a wide-open look.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide-open 3.
Danny Green to James. Davis. And drains it. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Not done yet. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Caldwell Pope to James. Andre.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. James. Now, bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this.
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Jackson to Luke Kennard. Has a chance. Kennard shot off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Jackson. That won't go. Drummond to Jackson. Nice pass to set things up. Couple of cracks at the line now.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Reggie Jackson at the line for 2 shots. A career 85% free throw shooter. And he makes them both.
Wow.
James. Pass stolen by Detroit. Jackson. Reggie Jackson. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
To Caldwell Pope. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect.
Beautiful.
Count it.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
JaVale McGee. Not bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. Taking advantage of the turnover.
You know, teams usually shoot higher
Yeah,
percentages
nigga. Fuck outta
early in
here.
the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. James. Pass stolen by Detroit. To Reggie Jackson. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Fires the 3. DeMarcus Cousins. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
It is extremely prevalent right now for three-point shooters because of the skill set at every position is that versatile. Even your 5s and 4s.
I ain't even pass it over there.
It's a world of great three-point shooters and great three-point shooters. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. James to Cousins. Davis.
Dumbass.
Rebound to Detroit. To Jackson. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
What?
Griffin. The
Bro, I didn't give it to the cutter.
The Lakers. Great look and vision. Davis. And he hits.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
James. Now, bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. To Griffin. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
And he connects on the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. LeBron James with the rock. To Davis.
Fix it.
Huh?
Fix it.
I can't fix it.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Time
Stop
expires
crying.
to
Give
end
me,
the
come.
first half, with the Pistons way out in front. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. all set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Kennard to Rose. Around the perimeter to Griffin. Detroit with 4 to shoot. To Luke Kennard. Here's a chance from long range. Luke Kennard bothered just enough on that one. Lakers ball. Anthony Davis, guarded by Derrick Rose. Probing the defense. Davis to James. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Anthony Davis, 4 out of 7.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Rose, defended by Cousins. Nothing going here on that drive. Rose to Drummond. DeMarcus Cousins knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Rose, open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Rose. From long range, don't dare this guy. Derrick Rose, wide open, knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
That no good, off the mark. To Drummond. Griffin. To Rose. Going along, beyond the arc, not going down here. To Danny Green. Count the basket inside.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Pistons ball here. Rose goes to the left side. To Rose. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Derrick Rose sizing up Cousins. 4-3, and he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting.
Yeah, quit, nigga, with the Lakers.
We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by my running mate here tonight. It's won by Atlanta. Trae Young. To Allen Crabbe.
Another nigga that don't play defense. At the computer.
Nothing going here on that drive. Parker.
It's a 2K nigga, man.
The Hawks with 4 to shoot. And the rebound taken down by the Clippers. Clippers have the basketball. George and drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Oh, he was wide open.
I'll do that all day then, nigga.
When they watch the video, someone's getting chewed out.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Alex Lamb sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Allen Crabbe. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to appear in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Here comes the screen. Trae Young down for Collins. And the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Paul George. Here's a chance from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball.
Make another LA team quit.
Maybe give a head fake, clock into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Trae Young. For 3, his first effort off the mark.
Garbage.
George, that one off the mark. It's no good.
Shooters shoot.
Garbage.
I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Hawks have it. Trae Young to Parker. Probing the defense. And count the basket.
And I know I'm not supposed to be biased. I'm not supposed to be rooting for guys, but I'm riding with Jabari. Get your work.
To Leonard.
I'm gonna try to play like me, nigga.
The Clippers with 4 to shoot to Beverly. From long range. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
They have to keep him in their grasp.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Leonard buries it into 3. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
It's LA Clippers ball. Fires the 3. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
shoot for Atlanta. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Leonard.
Nothing.
Made his first effort, but not that time. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Nothing.
Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense. Has a chance.
That's bullshit.
Usually one that he'll knock down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest?
Good shot.
Three-pointer at the buzzer is good. They can check it all they want. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Off the assist.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Nothing.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm his team and if I'm Doc Rivers,
Nothing.
I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you
Shooting
as
threes up,
possible.
praying they
Doc
go in.
wants to get another guard in
Dumbass
there
nigga.
to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Turner. 4-3. Rebound taken by Parsons. To Trae Young. Has a look. And he knocks it down, Jay.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that made.
That's it? That's all the celebration I get? I wanted to see a little bit more off that one.
Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc
foul.
for 3. Cleans it up. Lets it fly from long range.
Come on,
Rebound
Turner,
taken
you gotta
down
hit
by
that.
Leonard. Leonard. Now that's a contest. To Allen Crabbe. Trae Young. To Beverly. Chandler Parsons. Huge block. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitution. Both teams making changes. Leonard to George.
I'm gonna do the same thing with George. Try to pull, pray for threes. Garbage. 2K ass nigga.
Fires the 3.
2K ass nigga. Go back to 2K, dickhead. Yeah, don't play no defense.
How you practice leads to that.
Wrong with that
Nice
nigga,
pump fake.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Evan
me that
Turner
shit.
swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Trae Young. Here's a chance from long range. Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
And here's a setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim. Or
yeah, we switch. We switch over here. Yeah, nigga. Fuck. We ball over here, nigga. Yeah, this shit.
And a foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
For 3, Trae Young bothered just enough there. To Williams. Leonard. Textbook defense.
No. He was cutting. Why ain't it hit the cutter?
That pass stolen by the Hawks.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Jabari Parker. He's 2 for 2 now.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Clippers have the basketball. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Hawks with the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. George. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, man.
It's LA Clippers ball. The pass set it all up.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Trae Young to Parker.
Stop babysitting, stupid.
And he missed the free throw.
Dummy. He's a dickhead. He's a
Shot
dickhead.
off the mark. Good defense. Trae Young. Trying to cash in. That won't go. And it doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that was not a good shot. Here comes the screen. George against the Ukrainian Len. From long range, smothering D. Great dish to set it up. To Parker. Jabari Parker, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Old school equals high percentage.
George to Leonard. Alex Len sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Kawhi Leonard. No good.
Okay.
George. He'll take that any day. Jay, when you break
For
down
8,
Paul George, where is he
Sad.
at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Leonard can't connect. It's no good. Fires the three. Ooh, he'll take that.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice
Fuck
work
wrong with you,
draining it
nigga.
from deep.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Hawks come up with it. Got it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
John Collins able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Has a chance. Jumper's good.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard. He's not shy about
Yeah, he about to
shooting
quit
from out
soon,
there,
too.
but he misses this time. Nothing going here on that drive.
Yeah, he about to quit too.
From beyond the arc, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Here comes the screen. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
4% free throw shooter. Nope, first one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. It's Atlanta ball. To Trae Young. 4-3. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But
Yeah, he
what
about
is
to
the
quit.
defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't
Brother,
blame
quit.
the defense. Mo Harkless, tough three.
Ugh, did you see the way the ball came off his hands? Not the best form in the world, but it is where it is. Count it. Maybe just don't
I just
count on
made
it all the time.
fucking the Lakers quit with Pistons. This nigga
Beyond
gonna
the arc
quit
for
with LA.
three. Add
Folks.
another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Second effort. George, that misses with 3 seconds left. They'll let one fly from half court. 3 quarters down. The Hawks already pulling away. Hawks with the basketball to start this 4th quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the 3rd quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing it.
Goes to the right side. Williams buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Lets it fly from long range to Trae Young. Layup goes down. Well done.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Evan Turner here against Harkless. To Allen Crabbe. Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down. And Jay, they called the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly to Harkless. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. So it'll stay with the LA Clippers. George shakes free and hits.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Trae Young, the pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And a putback slam.
And I'm telling you right now, there's always going to be a home for a player in this league for a guy who does the cleanup work around the rim like that.
Rises for the slam.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Hawks with the basketball. Fires the three. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
George Parker grabs the rebound. To Trae Young. Here's a chance from long range. The hot night continues. He's hit 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Screen coming. George.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. Beverly to Leonard. John Collins tips it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Free throw, good. He's able to polish off the three-point play. For 3, good for 3.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Leonard won't go down. From long range, he's got it for 3.
And there's no longer room on this court for players that cannot think on the fly. Especially in transition defense, you have to acknowledge and analyze the situation. If a guy isn't a shooter, almost jab at him and make sure you run out to the guys that are fanning out to the three-point shot. Stop that three-point shot and allow the defense to get back and maybe contest the shot at the rim for a layup.
Leonard, that's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Well, you can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Trae Young, deep left corner to Trae Young. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does 2 things. Number 1, it creates distance in a hurry. Number 2, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of his shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Trae Young. Straight on look. Fires the three. Not that time. He misses. Over to the right side. Leonard to Paul George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
George. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
And he buries it.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
The Hawks are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
$57 on this nigga. 13 threes.